This is the plaintiff, Jacqueline Green. She says the defendant has 2 kids with her nephew, so she helps her out from time to time with some extra money. Over the years, she's loaned her $500. The woman keeps saying she'll pay her back, but never does. So here they are. The slick defendant thinks she can get away without paying her back, and she's here to show her she can't, and is suing for the $500 she's owed. This is the defendant, Tiffany. She says she and the plaintiff's nephew split up when he got out of jail. And now, all of a sudden, the woman's claiming she owes her $500? She admits taking a $20 bill here and there over the years because she was helping family and is downright shocked the plaintiff's actually suing her in a court of law for money she isn't even owed. She's accused of taking, but not returning. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $500 for pain and suffering and harassment.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant has 2 kids with her nephew and has fronted money that she's not paying back. But the defendant says the plaintiff's nephew split up with her when he got out of jail, and there's no loan. It's the case of it's all relative.
All right, how are you two related or know each other?
We're not related. She has 2 kids with my nephew.
She has 2 kids with your nephew. So how long have you known each other?
Since she's had those 2 kids with my nephew.
I can't remember when that is because I just met you.
Since
so
2014, I think the oldest child was
so
born.
like 5 years, does that sound
Yeah.
right? All right, now according to you, throughout the course of those years, you have been making a loan here, a loan there to her. Yes. Did you keep any track of any of those loans?
Mine's what I was writing in my book.
Okay, so do you have a book where you have each and every one of these loans?
I have my what I was writing down when
May
she
I
would
see that?
Sure. That's just my copy. What I was just.
All right, thank you.
Okay, this is a piece of paper where
That
you
I
have,
was writing for my own.
This is a
good.
piece of paper in all the same color ink where you are basically saying what it is that you're going to say here today. What I am asking for is something different. When you would make her a loan, how would you memorialize it? Because I know you didn't memorialize it on this piece of paper. This piece of paper you wrote all at once. So I'm trying to figure out how you kept track of these purported loans.
Well, when she would borrow, I would know, you just know when somebody's borrowing money from you. So I would just write it down. I know.
Where did you write it down? This isn't the piece of paper that you wrote it down in. This piece of paper was written all at once.
It was.
Right. You understand? So I know it was because the first words are, Tiffany owes me $500. So I know it wasn't written contemporaneous with each loan. How did you make these loans? What was each amount? Let's go to the first one.
She would borrow 20, maybe 40 here. Then she get paid. She would say, oh, I can't pay you this week. Can I pay you next week? I said, okay, no problem.
What day did that happen? I mean, it sounds to me like you're kind of making it up as you're...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Right, because you didn't really keep track of this stuff.
No, I did. But see, if somebody's borrowing money from you, you're gonna. I know what she was.
That's why you should be able to answer my question.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Tell me how it is that you come up with the figure 500.
Okay, she was supposed to pay me back my money last year when she got her taxes. She couldn't. She went to jail, and she had to bail herself out with her own money. So when she got out, she said, I'm going to pay you the money next year, which is this year. And I waited patiently. I called her. I said, Tiffany, when are you going to pay me my money? And she texted me back herself, you'll get the money when I get the money.
Okay, show me the text between the two of you.
Okay, sure. She had already...
What's going on? Have you borrowed $500 from her?
I never actually borrowed $500 per se, but like sometimes, like she said, she'll give me 20 here, 40 here for Pampers, milk, or whatever. And I feel like if she's saying if I do owe her money, it was a point in time when she was watching my children and getting paid by the government, and she wasn't even really watching them, so she was just getting $800 a month for free.
That's
basically.
A lie, and you know
What do you mean?
I had a paper stating that I stopped working December 26th. She stopped getting paid February 19th, so the whole month of January, she got paid $880. Basically,
why didn't you tell the government that she wasn't watching her children?
Jackie made it seem like to me that they stopped the childcare checks, which I thought too because I stopped working. Until I received this letter.
Well, did you let them know that you had stopped working? Because you're not supposed to receive the benefit if you...
Well, I actually wasn't working to welfare. They never knew I had a job. So they were just giving me childcare to look for a job.
Okay, so
when they
you
sent
were
me
cheating
this-
childcare, and then you're bringing up that she was cheating childcare.
I just basically feel like if she's saying I owe her any type of money, she got it back already.
Do you owe her money or don't you?
No, I don't feel like I do.
And you think you don't because you helped her to cheat childcare?
So when you loan money to a relative, do you sign an IOU?
No.
Should you sign an IOU?
Absolutely. It's just like loaning money to anybody else.
Is it like loaning money to anybody else?
Yes.
Why?
Because,
They're your relative.
but you should still get paid back.
Is it insulting to ask for an IOU?
Nope.
Okay, I agree with you. Going inside the courtroom.
I didn't help her to cheat childcare, but it was like, it was a point in time she wasn't even watching my kids and she was still getting paid. And I
When
wouldn't
the
go
money
to
would come
welfare
your
and
way,
say,
the $20 here, the $40 there, how would it come your way? Would you ask for it or would she offer it?
if my son didn't have Pampers, I would ask her for money for Pampers or milk, because their father, which is her nephew, was incarcerated at the time, and I was by myself and my 2 children.
Was she mad about not continuing to receive the child care check?
She called my phone, cursed me out, and told me that I need to go get a job or go to the work program at welfare so they could continue her benefits.
Right. So
And I'm 7
all
months
you've
pregnant.
shown me, you said you were going to show me where it says that she says you'll get your money when I
Right
get my
there, it
money.
says it at the-
yeah,
at
it's
the
at the end,
bottom.
but I happened to scroll up, and what it says up, in February, she's writing to you saying, I don't know why you're mad at me about the child care check. I haven't worked since December. You don't even watch them often.
That's after she called me, cursed me out.
That's
Okay,
not
so what
it-
did you mean when you said, Jacka, you will get your money when I get my money?
Because she basically kept telling me that I owe her this money. So I'm like trying to get her off the phone, trying to like calm. At the end of the day, this is my kid's aunt.
Let me
I
ask you
wasn't
guys a
trying
question.
to have
You
an
live your
argument
lives
with
in
her.
this way where nothing's in writing, nothing's recorded, there's no real tally of stuff. And how do you expect me to scientifically figure out what is owed, if something's owed, what it's owed, and the exact amount of what is owed? Can I ask you that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
My nephew, he knows that she owes me the money.
I don't know
because-
that she owes you
okay, no,
500,
but-
and you're
okay.
suing for this round number. And usually when someone sues for a round number, they have a promissory note that shows that that's what was borrowed. They have, receipts going one way. They have emails, they have texts, they have something. I think you just picked a figure
No,
out of the
no,
sky.
Your Honor,
and there's a consequence to that here.
No, Your Honor. She came to my house in January. She had just did her taxes with Liberty Taxes. She said, I'm doing my taxes. I said, okay. She said, I'm going to give you your money. She said, what do I owe you, 600? I said, no, Tiffany, you owe me 500. She said, oh, I thought I owed you 600. I said, no, Tiffany, and this is
Put
why
a pin
I
in
told
it.
you.
Did that conversation take place?
No.
Did you collect a child care check for a month for child care you didn't provide?
She said she stopped working in December. She still was bringing her kids to my house. In January, she claimed she had to work on New Year's. I watched her kids on New Year's. I didn't know she stopped working. I didn't know this. She's a liar. She would never tell me this. I didn't know this.
Where's your nephew now?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Prison?
I could.
No, he's home. He's at work.
Okay. And are you two together?
No, we actually broke up
When did you break up?
while he was incarcerated.
I don't know when he got incarcerated, so
Oh,
again,
the
I
day
won't
we
know
broke
what
up
date
was
that is
July 19th.
of last year.
Yes.
When did she start asking you for the money?
When he came out of jail, which was like in March, I think.
He came out of jail in December, Your Honor.
Yeah, right before Christmas. And she started saying that, her and her husband was together for 30 years before they broke up, and she can't believe that I would leave her nephew so soon. And basically, she was mad that me and him broke up, and all of a sudden, I owe her $500.
You have a counterclaim against her for $500. What's that for?
First, because when she called my phone, cursing me out in front of my children, she got my children to the point where they scared of her. And then I'm missing being with my children right now. I'm 7 months pregnant. I had to wake up early in the morning to come to court today. She called my phone, cursing me out.
Look, I think that what brings you guys into court is a much deeper hatred than that involving $20. I think that it has to do with you leaving him, her nephew, while he was in custody. Maybe it has to do with the gravy train stopping on the child care check.
Because I have an income coming in. That didn't stop nothing, Your
I don't
Honor.
know. I'm wondering why she texts you. I don't know why you're mad at me about the child care
Because
check.
when I was asking
haven't
her for
worked
the
since
money,
December. You
she
don't even
threw that
watch
in.
them often.
And it had nothing to do
was bound to
with it.
happen. You want to act like this and break up a good bond over money, but it's okay. You know, this is a very informal kind of, you know, can I have $20 for pay? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you want to prove a $500 loan with absolutely no breakdown to show that it's the amount you're saying, and there's a problem with that. So I may, you know, I may feel, yeah, she owes you something, but I don't pick figures out of the sky.
And I don't
You have
either,
to
Your
prove
Honor.
the amount each and every time. You got to give me a date, an amount, how it was conveyed to her, what it was for, specifics, none of which you
Pampers,
have.
wipes,
Yeah, I know.
baby-
Pampers,
okay,
wipes,
all
that's
right,
500.
okay.
You just pick a figure out of the
Your
sky.
Honor. No, I didn't.
On your
Honor.
claim against her, 0. On your counterclaim against her, certainly 0.
All right.
Well, obviously, there are no winners in this case today, Ms. Green. You did her a lot of favors, obviously.
I did.
I mean,
I
no
did.
question about that.
She's a liar. She's a bum, and I did loan her this money, and she know it. Every dog has their day. Her day is coming.
You know,
so that's
people-
all I have to say.
I don't think people don't doubt that you lent her the money. It's,
She
you
know I
understand-
loaned her that money.
You understand why you didn't win?
She know. But she'll need me again, and this has really tore my family up because none of my family is they don't want to have nothing else to do with her. She's done, so she know it. But it's okay. It's okay. She's a bum, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Okay. Tiffany,
Yes.
she says you're a bum. What do you think?
I don't know what to say about that comment, but I just feel like she's mad because me and her nephew separated, and she has to get over it.
Yeah, but she says you owe her money. I mean, she did a lot of favors for you. It's pretty obvious,
Which to do
right?
with
Would you
her
agree with that?
nephew and her niece, like Pampers and milk. She never did anything for me.
Really?
No.
Never did anything for you.
She basically did for her family, my children, because her nephew was incarcerated. So basically, instead of his mother helping me, his aunt was helping me.
Well, she certainly disagrees with that. All right, sorry you couldn't win your case.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, good enough. You must sign a few documents. Good luck to you. Harvey?
You know, everybody says, oh, no, it's insulting to ask a relative for an IOU. Baloney. It's more important with a relative because preserving the relationship is more important than money getting paid and repaid. If it gets screwed up, those bad feelings are going to go on for a long time. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.